What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, wanted to bring this topic to you. Guys, we got to talk about something that Jeremy Fowler brought up just the last few days. This isn't something that's totally out of proportion because we kind of already knew this was maybe was going to happen. But so basically stating Anthony Richardson's agent, Derek Jackson, met in person with Colts GM Chris Ballard to discuss Richardson's future. A trade was not requested, but the topic was discussed. So definitely a interesting one there. Again, this is after the franchise decided to finally bench Richardson for the second time now in less than 12 months. And the future for the Indianapolis Colts quarterback is in question. And Derek Jackson had some words for Stephen Holder of ESPN a few weeks ago in regards to how him and Richardson felt about the situation. And so now we have officially heard that there was no trade request, but it was talked about. Now, obviously, we have heard from Chris Ballard already that the Colts feel that they are not going to trade Anthony Richardson out of Indianapolis. Chris Ballard has made it clear that he does intend to keep Anthony Richardson here and continue to try to get Anthony Richardson to be the next Indianapolis Colts quarterback before the end of his rookie deal. But we have heard, obviously, his agent doesn't like this, and I'm sure Anthony Richardson doesn't like it. And so, obviously no trade requested right now, but if it was discussed, it definitely could be an option going forward, even though it's not very likely right now. So really, guys, it all comes down to, do you think the Indianapolis Colts are going to trade Anthony Richardson? In my opinion, I don't believe that they will, at least not right now, and at least not for at least the next 2 seasons. Because, again, the Indianapolis Colts are going to exhaust every option that they can for Anthony Richardson other than trading him away. Because if you do trade him away, you don't really have a lot of options left if you're Chris Ballard to hang your hat on right now. So the Colts really don't have a lot of options when it comes to this. So sure, a lot of people saying they should trade him. Well, I don't really think that's it's as cut and dry as that. Again, Anthony Richardson is a guy that Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen had to stake their legacy on. And, when it comes to Chris Ballard, we told he had to get a quarterback in 2023. And, this is the guy they took a shot at. And, if it doesn't work out, it may not work out for Chris Ballard going forward. And he's hoping that it will work out in the long run, and then he will look like a genius. So let me know what you guys think about this. There's not a whole lot more to it, but let me know your guys' thoughts on the topic of trading for Anthony Richardson being discussed between his agent and Colts GM Chris Ballard. But again, that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much. And as always, go Colts.